Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by mountains and rivers, there lived a girl named Sundari. She was known for her courage and curiosity, but the people in her village often underestimated her. "Why are you always asking questions, Sundari?" The elders would scold her. "Girls should stay quiet and do their chores. Stop dreaming about things beyond the village." But Sundari couldn't help it. Her heart was full of questions about the world beyond the village. She had heard whispers of an enchanted forest that lay beyond the hills, a forest said to be filled with wonders and secrets. But it was also feared, for it tested anyone who dared to enter. One moonlit night, Sundari made up her mind. She packed a small bag with a few pieces of bread, a water bottle, and an old dagger that belonged to her grandfather. With a deep breath, she set off on her journey. The first gate, the trial of doubt. When Sundari reached the forest's entrance, she was met with a massive wooden gate. Strange markings glowed on its surface, and a deep voice echoed, "Whoever enters this forest must face themselves. Beyond this gate, you will lose what you think you know and find who you truly are. Do you still wish to proceed?" Sundari hesitated for a moment, but her resolve was strong. "I will face whatever lies ahead," she said. The gate creaked open, and she stepped inside. The path led her to a swamp covered in mist. At the edge of the swamp was a rickety rope bridge swaying dangerously in the wind. From the shadows, a voice whispered, "This bridge can only be crossed by those who confront their deepest fear." "What is your greatest weakness, Sundari?" Sundari stood still, her heart racing. She thought of all the times she had doubted herself. "My greatest fear is that I am not enough." As she acknowledged her fear, the bridge became steady. Sundari took a deep breath and walked across, leaving the swamp behind. The talking trees and the question of life. Deeper in the forest, Sundari found herself surrounded by towering trees whose leaves shimmered like silver. As she walked, the trees began to speak. "Traveler, we are the guardians of wisdom," they said in unison. "You may ask us one question, but beware. Our answer will depend on your heart. Choose wisely." Sundari thought carefully. After a moment, she asked, "What is the greatest truth in life?" The trees swayed gently, and one replied, "The greatest truth lies within you. Look into your heart, for only there will you find the answer." Sundari closed her eyes and listened to the quiet voice inside her. It told her that the greatest truth was love and kindness. When she opened her eyes, the trees were glowing. "You have chosen wisely," they said. "The path ahead is now open to you." The Cave of Shadows. Sundari's journey led her to a dark cave. Inside, the air was cold, and shadows flickered on the walls. Suddenly, one of the shadows stepped forward and took shape. It was a reflection of Sundari, but darker and more menacing. The shadow spoke. "I am your greatest enemy. I am every doubt, fear, and weakness you have ever felt. If you wish to leave this cave, you must embrace me." Sundari was terrified. How could she embrace the part of herself that held so much pain? But as she stood there, she realized that running away from her fears would only make them stronger. With trembling hands, she stepped forward and embraced the shadow. To her surprise, it melted into a warm light that filled the cave. The light revealed a new path, and Sundari walked out of the cave stronger than ever. The Lake of Dreams. At the heart of the forest, Sundari came upon a shimmering lake. The water was so clear that it reflected the stars and the moon above. A soft voice echoed, "This is the Lake of Dreams. Look into its waters, and you will see your deepest desires." Sundari knelt by the lake and peered into its depths. She saw herself standing in her village, but things were different. The people who once doubted her now looked at her with admiration and respect. She saw herself teaching young girls to be brave and follow their dreams. She saw a world where everyone was treated equally, no matter who they were. The voice spoke again. "The forest has tested you and found you worthy. Take what you have learned and share it with the world." The return home Sundari returned to her village at sunrise. The people were surprised to see her, for they had assumed she would never return. But when she shared her story, their disbelief turned into awe. "You faced the enchanted forest?" an elder asked. "And you survived?" "I did," Sundari replied. "And I learned that the greatest strength lies in believing in yourself and in the power of love and kindness." From that day forward, Sundari became a leader in her village. She encouraged others to face their fears and follow their dreams. The village changed for the better, and no one ever doubted Sundari again.